Where do we keep and manage our test cases? I want to start by giving you an analogy so that you understand what's the problem we're trying to solve here. So the analogy here is like, where do I save and manage my money? Well, I assume you are using bank to do that. So essentially speaking, you are using bank as a tool to save and manage your money. And some people may not even use a bank for that. They might just use cash every day for everything. And I wonder what kind of people could they be besides drug dealers. So, well, in all seriousness, this is as important as where to store and manage your money. It is a serious matter to deal with in quality assurance. In reality, it totally depends on what resources are available to you. A lot of companies invest in latest tools in the market to make their engineering workflow as smooth as possible, while some companies don't want to or simply do not have extra budget to spend for tools like this. For this reason, engineers use whatever tools and resources are available to them. You might even join a company that completely depends on Excel spreadsheets to store and keep track of their test cases. And this is what you have to use when your company doesn't want to spend for a better tool, which is a very old school way of doing things. But it does a job. Hey, if it does a job, then why not? I don't know if you have any past experience using Microsoft Excel sheets before. It's a very powerful tool though. But nowadays, we have more, smarter, and better solutions than using spreadsheets. Well, okay. What is the disadvantage? What's the problem using spreadsheets? Why people don't want to use spreadsheets and prefer more modern solutions? There must be a reason, right? Okay, if that's the case, I want you to pause the video now and begin Googling. And let's see what you can find out. All right, I'm really curious what's the result of your Google research. Now, I want to discuss with you some of the disadvantages of using spreadsheets over the modern solutions that we have in the market today. The first point I want to make is that they are not user-friendly at all. They are just difficult to maintain in the first place with all those columns and cells, tons of them spreading over your computer screen. It just hurts your eyes. Second point is that it's completely manual. Someone needs to enter data into the spreadsheets one by one. That's another crazy thing. Well, remember, when something is done manually, it's time-consuming and prone to human error. You are likely to make a mistake. And that's why everyone loves automation, because automation does not make a mistake. It's just very time-wasting that everybody needs to open the spreadsheet and enter the data manually into those columns and cells. I can't just complain enough. The third point I would say is reporting. Reporting is simply painful. It's hard enough already compiling all data into a spreadsheet, but then managers have to assemble meaningful reports based on these data. As anyone who has tried to report from Excel knows it very well. It's just for the faint of heart. And the more complex your data, the harder reporting becomes. So, what would you do if you got a job at a company that uses spreadsheets for test case management? Are you going to quit? Of course not. I would recommend you propose to your team during your QA team meetings to migrate to one of those smarter test case management tools, which we'll be discussing next. And another bonus point is that during your job interviews, be curious and ask them how and where they are managing their test cases, whether or not they are using a specific tool for that, or is it just spreadsheets? Trust me, you can easily impress your interviewer asking such strategic questions, and they will definitely give you an extra point. Now, let's discuss what are the best test case management tools out there for QA teams. As usual, you're going to have to do your own research first. Note down your findings. I literally beg you to do this. At least 10 to 15 minutes, just so that you can expect what's coming next. So go ahead and begin your trip to Google. All right, let's do it together. Here, I have a list of some of the popular tools QA teams are using these days. Starting off with Tastutorial. It's developed by Gurok. I would like you to go to gurok.com/testrail. And this is the official website of TestRail. As I said, it's a company called Gurok who developed this tool. And here you can read and learn what are the goodest features that this tool offers. It's simply a test case management software. Here it says manage test cases, plans, and runs, increase test coverage, get real-time insights into your QA progress. So this tool is going to give you a report instantly, easily, and it's real-time. It's amazing. And if you scroll down a little, you will see some of the largest companies using this tool. For example, Apple, Microsoft, and HP, Amazon. The mere fact that these largest companies are using this tool tells it all. I want you to spend some time on this website, browsing around and learning more about this product. For example, you can simply go and click the product, drop down. From here, there is an option called Getting Started. Or you can click the case studies and see what are the different cases that this product can solve. And I would like to click the Getting Started option. Click that, and here there is about 3 minutes of video introducing how the product works. So please go and watch it and enjoy it. So then you can click this TestRail user guide. If you ever get to use this tool, now you know where to go. You could click this link and it takes you to the official documentation of TestRail. Remember, any tools out there all have their official documentation for users on how to get started using their tool. For example, if you click this Getting Started, it takes you to the complete documentation of how to use TestRail step by step. Please spend some time. You don't need to spend all day, of course, reading through the entire documentation, but at least have some familiarity, have some basic understanding of how TestRail works and what are the features it offers. It definitely helps. Here, we're trying to build your general knowledge towards software testing and its related tools in the market. Another tool that's also quite popular is called Zephyr. What's really great about it is that it integrates with Jira, and every company uses Jira. So don't worry, we will learn how to use Jira too. But I just want you to take a note that Zephyr can be used within Jira as a plugin. So your workflow will be more seamless. Talking about Jira, which is a very large product, and that is used for project management. It's not test case management, it's not anything else. It is a project management tool. Well, as the name suggests, we use it to manage our project. So it is a large-scale software. And Zephyr can be integrated, it can be used within this Jira platform. And that's what's great about Zephyr. Zephyr is developed by a company called SmartBear, which is an industry-leading software innovation company. And they have a lot of amazing tools. And Zephyr is one of them. Here, this is the official website of SmartBear. Simply go to smartbear.com and have a glance at it. Take a look at their website and see what they do. Well, trust me guys, you are getting into tech. And it's a world of ocean. Exciting, challenging, and if you really do it in the right way, you will love it. So let's see. So SmartBear, they have tools that integrate with Jira. So this is Jira. And I'm not sure if you guys know about Slack. There's another tool called Slack. And we have VS Code from Microsoft. We have Git. We have GitHub. We're going to learn most of these tools very soon. And I can't wait for it. Now let's go up a little and go to the products. See, it's not product, it's products. So they have many products. Simply click it. Then from these products, let's find out where is Zephyr. All right, here we go. It's at the bottom. Seems like that's not their main product. Of course, they have a lot of amazing products solving different problems. And Zephyr, if you look, it's under a category called Test Management plus BDD. If you want, take a note, but it's not that important for you right now. BDD stands for Behavioral Driven Development. So obviously, we can tell that SmartBear has two products that provide solutions for test management. One is Cucumber Studio, another one is Zephyr. And we don't worry about Cucumber Studio because that's not what we're learning at least in the near future. We're going to go to Zephyr. And here we go. Test management for any size team. Please go through, read, and of course, this is not a free tool, and they have paid plans. And some of the companies that are using Zephyr are Microsoft, Expedia, Adobe, and, well, Google is a big one. Let's scroll down and read some of the descriptions. Tighter collaboration, end-to-end visibility. All right, so you can take some time and read about this product and have some understanding, have some general knowledge, so that next time when somebody talks about Zephyr, you can confidently hold a conversation about it. Well, it could happen in your interviews. You never know. The last one, but not the least, X-Ray. It's a native plugin for Jira, meaning it's specifically designed and created to be used with Jira, which is a huge plus because, as we know, every enterprise uses Jira for project management. The difference between Zephyr and X-Ray is very tricky. Zephyr can be used standalone by itself, but X-Ray, it is created as a plugin to be used together within the Jira environment, not outside of it. But Zephyr can be used without the need of Jira, and it can also be used with Jira. So it has both features. The official website for X-Ray is getxray.app, and this software is developed by Adera. Adera is another software innovation company like SmartBear. And over here, you can learn all about X-Ray and what are the features that this product has to offer. No bug left behind. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Spend some time again and read about its concept. If you want to know how this tool is used in the real world with Jira, you can go to the resources and click documentation. From here, you want to go to X-Ray Cloud. Click it, and here we go. This is the navigation part. Go to Getting Started. And if you want to learn more about many other things regarding X-Ray, the guidelines are in the other options, but the Getting Started guideline is over here. Click that, and here we go. This whole guideline is how to use this tool step by step. It's actually very intuitive. We haven't learned how to use Jira yet. All I want you to do is spend some time a little on these websites, on these documentations, and just quickly glance through, read through, and absorb as much info as possible to have some understanding, to get yourself familiar with the concept behind these test management tools. Go ahead and click Installation. Then it shows how to install X-Ray into your Jira. If you scroll down, the screenshots they are showing is actually Jira screenshots. This is the app, which I've been constantly mentioning, Jira. So this is it. So here it's showing how to install it because, as I said earlier, X-Ray is not a separate standalone software. It is a plugin that we need to install into Jira. And this installation guideline is showing you how to do that. And of course, you're not installing anything right now. You can simply skip the installation part, and probably you want to go to writing test cases guidelines and see how it's done. All right, I'm going to wrap up the lesson over here, and I'm pretty sure you learned a lot about test case management, what a test case management is, and why using a spreadsheet is a bad idea. And that's why we have software tools like TestRail, Zephyr, and X-Ray.